Hi, welcome to our academy. Today we'll be focusing on multiplication. And this is for Key Stage 2, Year 3, children around about 7 to 8 years old, but anybody can join in. And we're doing this because of the coronavirus, so to keep kids in general occupied so they don't get bored. So let's crack on. What is multiplication? Multiplication is a term used so that you can multiply a number with another number. Easier explained as lots. So if we had, say for argument's sake, 2 lots of 5 sweets, that would be 2 times 5 equals 10. So further explained would be 5 sweets, 1 lot, and another lot of 5 sweets, one lot and 1 lot of 5 plus, which makes it 10. Or you can simply put 5 sweets in a row, that's 1 lot, and say another 5 sweets in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 equals 10. So if we was to say 3 times 5, then it would be 3 lots of 5. So 3 times 5 would be 3 lots of 5, and so on. So then that would be 15. 5 plus 5 plus 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Further to explain multiplication would be using tables. So multiplication tables are usually used to show what multiplication is. So if we're still working on the 5, a multiplication table usually is like this: 2 times 5, 3 times 5, and so on. But to any multiplication, there's always a sequence. So once you know the sequence, it becomes very easy to work on multiplication. And so on. So basically we've gone from 1 all the way to 12, multiplying 1 at a time. Ideally, if you can learn it off by heart, 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, and so on. And somebody might ask you a question then, oh, what's 9 times 5? And you might get stuck if you don't know it off by heart. So people who know it off by heart, they'll say, oh, 9 times 5, I know what that is 45. But if you don't know your times table, then what I tend to do is forget about the times in the middle. And forget about all the 5s here. And just simply work out, starting with 5, because you know the sequence. And you can start just counting in 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So you can see the sequence is in 5s. So therefore signifying that this is a 5 times table. Now here, instead of putting 1 times 5, 2 times 5 equals 10, you can just go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can carry on that way. Same sequence would work if you want to do another number. So say this is the 5 times table. Say we were doing the 7 times table, which is a little bit harder, say, for some people. So you could say 1 times 7 to start it off, and then consequently every single number is going to be plus 7. So you can just say 7, add 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, and then 56. And then again you could just quickly put in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which makes it a lot easier for youngsters to work on something like this, as they can quickly then relate to this table because it's shorter and it's more abbreviated, and just say, oh, 4 times 7 is 28. Comes in handy actually when you're doing division as well. So when you're doing division, and if you write this out like this, so say if you were going to do, let's say for argument's sake, 56 divided by 7, like that. And then once you've got it here, you know that it's going to be 8 because it's already there, written up. So if you were doing a long division, say 112, which is a bit longer, divided by 7, then you could follow this table and do it quite quickly. So it's handy both ways. Multiplication, you need to know multiplication to do division anyway. So this is why it's important. Smaller numbers, you can work with many. So if you was going to do, say 5 times 15, that's a little bit smaller than the one we just done previously. So you could do that by saying, as I did before, lots of. A lot meaning a group of, say, coins. So if you had 15 groups, 5 of 15 groups, so you would then either draw 3, 4, 3, 7, 10, and 5. 15 like that, and you have to draw 5 of them like this. A simpler way, instead of doing this, is to do a circle of 15, and a circle of 15, and a circle of 15, and another circle of 15. So that's 4 lots. 1, 2, 4 lots of 15. and then you've got one left. So that's 5 lots of 15. So you could easily do 15 plus 15 is 30. 15 plus 15 is another 30. 30 plus 30 is 60. And 17 is 75. So as you can see, multiplication can work in a few ways. That you can either, if you know your table, you can do that. Go to your brain and just access it because you know it off by heart. If you don't, then you can break it down and say to yourself, okay, it's 5 times 15, which is 5 lots of 15. So 15 signifying, it could be a container, it could be a box, it could be anything. As long as you've got 15 of items in each, that's a lot. Lot of 15, lot of 15, lot of 15, and so on. And then just add them up. So you've broken the question down and you can work it out. So to prove this method does work, we could do one more so you can get the understanding of it. So let's do 8 times 7. Now a lot of you will know that off by heart and you know straight away what the answer is. But if you didn't and you were stuck, then just break it down. So it's 8 lots of 7. So you can just, instead of doing sweets or dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. And then another 7 and another 7. Why not just 7 in a circle or a container? You can use a square if you wish. Doesn't really matter, as long as you know what you're doing. And then you could do another one. And then you could do another one. And then you can do another one. Until you get to 8. So if you drew 8 of them, 7s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? You've got 8 boxes now, containers, with 7 in each. Okay? So you would then do this, 2 7, 7 plus 7 is 14. And you could put that into another box. And this one again, 14. Put it into another box. And this one again, 2 7s are 14. You can see the pattern now. And then you could put another 2, again 14. Now you've got 4 lots of 14. So breaking it down further, you could say 14 plus 14 is 4 and 4, 8. 1 and 1, 2, 28. And again, this one is going to be the same as that one. 28, 4 and 4, 1 and 1. Now you've got left 2 lots of 28. Now you can just do addition, can't you? So 28 plus 28. 8 and 8, 16, 1, 5, 56. So as you can see, you've broken it down, logically worked it out, if you don't know your times table. So once you've got experience in dealing with multiplication in the various forms there is, then you can just go into multiplication yourself by the method which is a proper method to do multiplication. without breaking things down too much. So the other way to work out, say, multiplication, which is a proper way to work out multiplication, would be, is a method. So it would be, say, we were going to do 19 times 4. That's the way it would be written, realistically. So to do 19 times 4, first of all, you'd have to do the units, which is the units, and then you've got the tens. So 4 times 9, so say 9, 9, 9, 9, 18, 18, 2 18s are 36. If you don't know what 4 9s are, well, you can work it out that way. Or, because we're working on 9s here, you could easily do this as well, my old method, what I just showed you. Start off with a 9, and then just say 18, and keep adding 9 to each one, so that's 27, and then 36, and so on. So then you can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, relating to what I done previously. So now that you've got a little mini table, as they say, you can easily say, okay, 4 times 9 is 36, there it is. Okay, so you write the 6 in here, and the 3 has got to be carried over to the 10s. So what I've always done is done it this way and put the little 3 down by here. That way you remember that when you've done that calculation 4 times 1, when you're coming down, you'll see the 3 and you'll say, yeah, okay, I got to bang that in. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. Okay, and because that's little, your teacher is going to sort of say, okay, yeah, at least he worked it out logically. Yeah? So you get 76. There is another way of working it out, which some people do it another way. I'll show you the other way. It'd be the same like 19 times 4, say. But they would do 4 times 9 is 36, and they bang the 3 up here. Like that. Like that. Okay? So then you'd have to do 4 times 1 plus 3. 4 times 1 plus 3. So you might as well do it that way, because this is confusing. You might do 4 times 13, or you might do 4 times 4, because it's not making sense. But this way it makes sense better. So I would never put the 3, the carryover figure there. I would put it down here. And then you know you've got to add it. So 4 times 1, stick to make it basic, simple. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay? So we'll try another one, and then you'll see the pattern. And then as you get faster and faster at it, you can always just go to longer multiplication, shortcuts. So if we was going to do a figure something like 37 times, say 7. There you are. So you can do your miniature table if you want to, which is, because it's based on the 7 times table, you can see it's times 7, so I would just go for 7. So this is how I would do it. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Okay, so you can carry on. 42, 49, and then just write in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you know now that 1 times 7 is 7, 2 times 7 is 14, and so on. So you come down to a number here which relates to that. So it's 7 times 7, so it'll be this one. So you know it's 49. So you can just write in 9, bring the 4, put it down here, ready, because it's going to be carried over. And then you do 3 times 7, which again is easy because 1, 2, 3 there, 21. And then 21, add the 4. 25. So the answer there is 259. Just in case you're wrong, you can always prove it. You can do the old method, what I said, to prove it, or you can divide it. But because this is not about division, I'm not going to go into division today, it'll be tomorrow. So we'll do 37, 37, 37, 37, and 37 here, and a 37 here. So we'll keep 1 down here. So altogether, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 37s. Yes? So again, we hook this one with this one, add it to that. That's 74. So now we know one of them is 74. 37 plus 37 is 74. We can do the same with this one, because you know that's going to be 74 and that's going to be 74. Now, because you got 3, it's going to be a bit harder, but nothing that can't be done. So what you could do is add 74 to 74, like that, which is going to be 148. 4 plus 4 and 14. Yeah? 148. Now you got 148, you're left with 74, but you haven't got another 74 to attach it to. So you can attach it to the 37. Just waiting for you. So 37 plus 74, you can just do it by ear. Just do it by there like that. 4 plus 7 is 11, bring the 1 back, and that's going to be 4 and 7 is 11. So that's 111. Now you just need to add that one to that one. So 4, you can bring that 111 down here now to add it. 9, 5, 2. So it's 259. So that should be the same as that. Then you know that it's correct. Yeah, so I hope you understood that. And I hope it wasn't too complicated. But if you feel the need that you need for me to go over this again, just leave a comment below. I will get back to you and see if I can go over it with you, even if it's one-on-one, like on Skype or something like that. Okay, now I'll just go quickly over a very, very quick shortcut on numbers, multiplication relating to digits like 0, like 10s and 20s and all that. So I can show you a couple of shortcuts of how to do them a bit faster. Okay? So basically, any figure that you're going to times, like say we're going to do, start off with 3, there's a 4, there's a 5, a 6, there's 7. So any number that you're going to do and is times by a number which has got a 0 in it, like say 10, and then you got 20, and then you got say 200, and then you got 1,000, and then you got 2,000. So all these times are very easy to work out because there's always a shortcut. So if you was doing that, you could just do 3 times 1 equals 3 and bring that 0 to there, to the end. If you was going to do this one, it'd be 4 times 2 is 8 and bring that 0 across. Can you see it? Okay? And this one's got 2 zeros, so it's going to be 5 times 2, which is the 200. 5 times 2 is 10. And then again, bring the 2 zeros over. Okay? Which makes 1,000. And same with this one. 6 times 1 is 6. Bring the 3 zeros over to here. 1, 2, 3. 6,000. So this one, 7 times 2. 3 zeros over. 14,000. I hope that simplifies things. Like I said, if you don't understand anything, just let me know. Please like, share, subscribe. And like I said, if you don't understand anything, just give me a shout. And stay safe, stay at home, keep out of trouble.